Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to those of you watching across the other lands and across the pond. I am Leo Brown. I thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. So, before we get into the video, I have to ask you to do those three simple things: like, comment, share, well, four simple things, and subscribe if you like. So, we are in here with the five things that most psychics hate to be asked. Yes, I am a psychic medium. I've been one for over 10 years, and I'm also a life purpose coach. If you would like a reading or a coaching session with me, you can log on to my website, psychicradio.com, and you can also follow me on most social media channels. All my information is down below. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, so let's get into it. So let's say you go to a reader or you've never been to one, right? And you have some questions for the reader. You want to know some things. That's common, that's normal. Some people, when they go to readers or even coaches like myself, intuitive coaches, they don't have questions at all. They feel that the reader should already know. But that's a whole other video. So here are the five questions that I and others like me hate to be asked. Number five, are they the one? Are they my twin flame? Are they my soulmate? Okay, so let's expand that for just a minute. So the one is and has been popularized by romantic comedies, rom-coms. We all love them. Everything from Practical Magic to let me think of another one that's Crazy Rich Asians to Deliver Us from Evil. You know what I mean? Those are all rom-coms. So the whole idea of the one or the best man, that's another one. Those are all rom-coms. So that's where that comes from. That comes from movies, that comes from fairy tales, that comes from things like that. So the better question you would ask, and the reason why I like to take this question is because there's no such thing as the one. Okay, there's the one for you. So the better question you should ask yourself, or the psychic that you see, is are they the one for me? And that also kind of goes into, are they cheating? If you have to ask a psychic if the person is cheating on you, maybe you shouldn't be. Just saying. And like I said, I would, if I were you, and I've been guilty of it too. Let me make that very clear. I'm human, before anything else. So, the one thing I would ask my psychic is, are they the one for me? Now, when it comes to the whole twin flame soulmate thing, twin flames often are not the healthiest of relationships. Like when I think of a twin flame relationship, to me, that was really unhealthy. I think of like Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. I think of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. I think of, I'm trying to think of another twin flame kind of thing. Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, believe it or not. Things like that. Though twin flame relationships usually are not the healthiest, and they're usually lessons. Okay? Usually things that you need to learn. But oftentimes in life, we don't we learn from experience. You know what I mean? We don't learn from the person. And normally the twin flame is like the opposite end of a mirror. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to think, like a parallel. They show you things within yourself that you're either running from or you're not paying attention to. So that's on that. Soulmate. Now, a soulmate can be anything, or not anything. A soulmate can be anyone. So you can have an animal. That's why, like, oftentimes with a lot of people who are very psychic, they have animals. They have a dog, they have a cat, they have birds, they have lizards. Some people have snakes as pets because those are their soulmates. Your soulmate can be your best friend. Your soulmate is not always your lover. A soulmate is just someone that you have a connection to. It may not be a huge connection, but it's a connection nonetheless. Number four, Am I cursed? Psychics hate this question, and I'm gonna tell you why. We hate it because one, we all had negative energy. Two, if you curse, why are you coming to see me? And three, if you were really cursed or hexed or jinxed, you would know. And I'm not saying that curses don't happen, because they do. Curses happen, hexes happen. Okay. I'm not gonna get into my life. But the point is, um, when you ask a psychic that, you're asking us to remove that. A lot of psychics don't do spell work. You know, I being one of them. I don't do spell work for people, for clientele. So yeah, and we all have negative energy, and oftentimes that curse or that jinx or that hex that you feel is often some internal work that you refuse to do, and it's wreaking havoc on your life. Number three, when will I win the lottery or the lotto numbers? Bitch, if I knew the lottery, okay, if I knew lotto numbers, if I knew Powerball, would I be on YouTube? Probably, but I wouldn't be on YouTube like this. I would be like, I have singers and dancers, and all kind. No, like, no, we don't listen. If we knew, number one, if we knew it, we wouldn't tell you. Then number two, that's also abusive to our gifts too. Now, there are some readers that can pinpoint certain things. I've met quite a few that can tell you, like, not the lotto numbers exactly, but they can say, well, you may end up winning a lot of money, and you buy a lotto ticket and you win $500. Um, Things like that. But no, we don't know the lottery. Trust me, if we knew it, we would never tell us so. Okay. Number two, who's my child's father, or paternity question? Okay. My thing is, and this is no shade to women, but my thing is, baby, shouldn't you know that? Like, then you had a baby, then you had sex with a man. Shouldn't you know who your child's father is? You know what I mean? We listen. My name is not Judge Lauren Lake, honey. I am not. This is not paternity court. This is not Maury Povich. Okay, we don't know that, and if we do, we need to buy a lottery ticket. It goes back to number three, honey. But 9 times out of 10, we don't know that. And the reason why we hate this question is because when you ask us, and it kind of goes into the curse question too. When you ask this sort of question, what you're doing, whether you know it or not, you're putting your life in our hands, and that's not our thing. We don't have a dog in this fight. Okay, we're just observers, telling you what you may do, what may happen, but ultimately your life is your own. We don't control anything. And then the final question, okay, the final one that I cannot, and others like me, I'm sure, cannot stand. When am I going to die? Or death questions. Most readers worth their salt don't see death. They don't. And if they do, I would get to running. Okay. Not saying that readers can't, because there are a few that can. But most, like, I can only speak for me in this, I don't see that. I don't. And trust me, I've done readings with people where their significant others or their parents were in the process of leaving this plane, and I didn't see it. You see what I mean? So most readers with their salt don't see that. Because number one, we're not in control of that. That's not up to us. We're not the Grim Reaper. And it goes back to the paternity and the curse question. You're putting your life, that responsibility in our hands. Because what did that person say? That person you want to know about, passing, so they don't go. Then what? And or you said I was gonna. I don't know that, baby. That's not why I do this. I don't know when you're gonna die. And that's morbid. That's morbid as hell. Nobody, no, that's morbid. And that's none of my business. None of our business. Let me say that. So those are the 5 questions that psychics hate to be asked. Are you a psychic? Are you a reader of any type? If you are, leave your comments below. Like, let me know the questions that you hate to be asked, because I would love to know some feedback on this. But until next time, my sugar bears, I am Leo Brown, and I thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Okay? Bye bye.